let's talk about Demon Slayer the Hinokame Chronicles. Despite this game being out for about 5 months now, you might want to throw it in your garbage can, so let's talk about it. One of my biggest pet peeves in this game is damage. Like demons like Akaza and Rui, and most demons in general, are extremely overpowered, doing high damage output extremely fastly, which can melt your health bar pretty fast, making it go from this to this. Now, one of the problems with Akaza is his Destructive Death Disorder, which is a 4-hit combo that does a pretty decent amount of damage for 1 bar of your stamina. And it's pretty frustrating when you go to attack an Akaza and he uses that move, because it will almost all the time cancel you out of whatever you're doing and put you into the animation. One of the things I think they could do to fix this is remove demons from ranked gameplay or just online gameplay at all, or allow another demon to be in play but let them be less powerful. But that wouldn't make much sense for lore-wise. I understand why they did this. They're demons after all, they're more stronger than the player should be, but it's just too overpowered in ranked gameplay. Now his ultimate will melt your health bar, almost killing like half of it at a time. Now next up we have Rui. Rui is an extremely long-range demon, mostly putting you in combos away from you, and sometimes he can lock you in infinite chains using his guard special, which is a sphere that will do a pretty decent amount of damage. Now, ways they can fix this is taking him out of ranked gameplay or online gameplay at all, giving him another demon to fight with, or nerfing the range of his webs. Now next we're going to be talking about Shinobu and Makomo. Now Shinobu and Makomo are extremely fast when it comes to attacking and can most of the times get the combo off before you can, but their special abilities do not make up for that at all whatsoever because they don't really do much damage. The most annoying thing about Shinobu is her poison effect, which will melt your health bar just slowly over time, doing a little bit of poison damage, and her ultimate and Makomo's ultimate don't really make up for their lack of damage. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is like the Academy Demon Slayers. Now, Academy Tanjiro is the one that doesn't make the most sense to me because he uses all the abilities of normal Tanjiro, but despite not being in that era whatsoever, it really makes no sense at all. Using water breathing like that, I understand it was just that fun little charade they decided to put in to open up their roster, but that is a problem of my own later on. And his ultimate doesn't make much sense either. Baking bread and then burning people with it. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is just a pet peeve of mine, or something they could have done to put more content in the game. As you can see in the background, in the moment in the anime when Tanjiro does water and Hinokame Kagura, those could have been fused together in his ultimate, or kind of like a dual style, like how in the newer episodes he uses both of them at once. And there's also a lack of creativity with the ultimates and the team comps. So Nezuko in this episode actually helped Tanjiro defeat Rui by using the fire. And they could have done this by, if you have Nezuko on your team with Tanjiro at the same time, they do this finisher, which would have been a great idea for the game in general and would have opened up to even more possibilities. And this is just something I feel they missed out on, was the character selection, the character roster, and combos style. They could have made so much more content here and compacted a lot more things, but they didn't, frankly, and it makes me kind of sad that Season 2 released right after this game was made. And in the newer seasons, if they just waited, or maybe they could do a content update, they could have actually put Daki and Gitaro in the game, and Nezuko's buffed up form where she's kind of busted, and it would be very cool to have that in the game, because that would make more characters and open up the game a lot more, which it just makes me sad that they didn't do this. It just upsets me so much to see the lack of content updates in this game. They could have even put Tengen in the game and more skins of these guys. They could have even put cracked up blood tier Tanjiro in the game. And as you can see in the background, Tanjiro and Zenitsu using water and thunder breathing together, and even Inosuke as they guard him while he goes and charges Daki. Now this opens up 3-player combos and even dual style wielding with the fire and water breathing, and dual ultimates with Zenitsu and Tanjiro. It would just be amazing to see stuff like this in the game, because it would open it up so much more and make your experience so much more diverse in the people that you want to play. They could have even put, I don't know, flipping Zenitsu's Godspeed into his ultimate, which would have been so much more better. And they could have added more forms for Daki and Gitaro. As you can see, Daki has the eye on her head now, and they could have added the sawing thing into Inosuke's finisher. It just upsets me that they didn't, do all this, and it would have been so amazing to see them all fighting in story mode and you actually doing this in story mode. And another pet peeve I have is the side boss things that are almost impossible to get an S rank in. Why do those even exist at all? And it would have been so cool in story mode just to see the confrontation between Tengen and Daki and Gitaro and actually fight as Tengen. It would have been amazing to get another dual wielder to fight as and a new breathing style. It would have been so amazing to just have all this content. It would have been, the game would have actually survived a lot longer instead of dying in a month or two because everybody just got bored with it. I just hate that they did this and they didn't update the content at all. I heard there might be a possible Tengen release, but then again, they would have to edit story mode and stuff with that. And it just makes me very sad. I don't hate this game at all. I actually love this game to absolute bits. I love the story. I love everything about it. I love the anime too. I keep up with it weekly. This is not me shitting on this game. This is me talking about improvements they can make. And I would just love to absolutely see this. Anyway, enough about me rambling on about this game. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will like and subscribe and listen to me ramble about other games and play games. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.